Good evening with Sports Night. I'm Anne-Marie Burke, and we begin with news from the CAC Games. The Barbados Women's hockey team suffered a 1-0 defeat in their semi-final match against Mexico at the 23rd Central American and Caribbean Games in Colombia yesterday. The lone goal came from Jennifer Valdez in the 58th minute. Now, Barbados will now play Trinidad and Tobago in the bronze medal match set for tomorrow. In squash, Barbados went down 2-1 to Bermuda in the men's team 58th place game. Sean Simpson fought hard for a 3-2 win against Noah Brown to give Barbados their only win. In shooting, Justin St. John collected 52 points on day one of the men's trap qualification to sit 22nd in the rankings. In equestrian, Alexa Rodriguez finished with a ranking position of 29th in the individual jump-in first qualifier on her horse Consul in a time of 1 minute 40.05 seconds with a penalty count of 21.79 that included 16 jumps. In cycling, Amber Joseph finished with 18 points in the women's points race finals to finish 4th, while in the men's Madison finals, the pair of Jamal Eastman and Edwin Sunderland settled for 5th after managing only 3 points. And in tennis, Barbados lost their opening round men's singles matches this morning by default. Both Xavier Lawrence and Matthew Foster Eswick were late in arriving in Colombia due to major airline delays out of Miami. Well, the West Indies have a chance to win their first bilateral one international series since 2014 when they clash with Bangladesh in the third and final match in St. Kitts tomorrow. The regional side gave themselves a fighting chance by pulling off a nervy 3-run win in the second match at Providence to level that series at 1-1. Local club cricketers past and present are coming together tomorrow for a worthy cause. It's in aid of former cricketer Matthew Rees, who fell ill last year. A fundraising day of activities is set for the Dratsall ground with a T20 cricket match to bring the event to an end.
We'll have a little tennis competition. We'll be having dominoes. We'll be having some turning hand tongue, stuff like that. So all of that will bring us up through the day. It's a fundraiser, and we are expecting that we will see a lot of people pass, workers from previous places he worked. He played for a number of cricket clubs throughout Barbados, and we have get a lot of good responses from clubs and the members. So we are expecting a good day.
The T20 match will see a clash between the Matthew Rees 11 and a Transport Board 11 featuring the likes of St. George South MP Dwight Sutherland, Chairman of the Transport Board Gregory Nichols, and former Barbados cricketer Kurt Wilkinson, to name a few. Rees, a past member of the St. Catherine, Dover and MTW clubs, has been a current member of the Transport Board Sports and Social and Cultural Club for the past 10 years, and he's grateful for the support his teammates have shown.
For me, I am seeing this firsthand now. I've been a member of other clubs. I enjoyed playing with them. But since coming to the Transport, Sports, and Social and Cultural, I've seen a difference in togetherness. Yeah. They say that sometimes you don't know who is there for you or who's there with you until something happens. And this, for me, shows how unified we are as a club.
The day of activities start at 11:30 a.m. with the T20 due to bowl off at 2 p.m. Later on Sports Night, we'll hear from Rees on exactly what he's going through with his illness. Well, still to come, Warriors into the BABA finals. Well, welcome back to Sports Night. Now, Barbados Hilton Resort Warriors are through to the final of the Cooperators General Insurance BABA Premier League after defeating KFC Orange 3 Pinans last night to win their series 2-0. Playing at the Wildy Gym in the second semi-final game, Warriors led at the end of each quarter 19-15, 43-36, 65-62 before taking the game 85-80. Jamar Headley top scored with 32 points, while Justin Powell added 16 and Nicola Williams added 12. For Pinans, Ramon Simmons Evans led with 22 points, while Jeremy Gill scored 17. Zaire Matara added 12, Charles Vanderpool 11, and Junior Moore 10. Meanwhile, Seychelles Cavaliers and Barbados Samba Company Lakers will have to wait a little longer after the Lakers defeated the Cavs by 19 points to level that series 1-all and force a Game 3. The Lakers led 24-14, 43-25, 59-45 before winning at 81-62. Leading the way for LSC was Keith Burkett with a game-high 27 points, while Jehu Lafali scored 16 and John Jones 14. For the Cavs, Granville Gittins top scored with 16 points, while Joel Hunt scored 13 and Darren Hunt scored 10. Well, Christchurch Foundation and Springer Memorial Under-19 netball teams joined 12 high schools from 7 countries to contest the recent inaugural Caribbean Americas Federation of Netball Association's high school netball tournament in Jamaica. Christchurch Foundation started off the tournament against Homewood Technical School and made it a winning start, and by the time they went through rounds like their fellow local team Springer Memorial, it was a winless journey until the semi-finals. And with both teams losing their battle to make it to the finish, the third place was an all-Barbadian duel, and like when at home, it was a ding-dong battle. There was no separating the teams up to halftime though, as they were tied 9-9 and 14-14 after the first 2 quarters. Foundation seemed to hit a wall in the third quarter as Springer gained the upper hand to take a 22-18 lead with just 1 quarter to go. But while the girls in Churchill found their legs in the fourth quarter, Springer went stone cold. Springer were in charge at 26-21 when their offense went dead, while Brianna Holder and her captain Steffian Shepherd revived the Foundation girls, who went on to a 10-0 run as they won 31-26. Well, night number 7 of the Best in BIM Pool series saw Daniel Konfu Hines emerging as the winner on the tables. 16 players turned out for the competition, with 2 more newcomers in the mix. The athletes competed in the 8-ball, and one of the first and biggest casualties of the night was current points leader Kyle Gladiator Goddard, who for the first time lost in the first round 3-2 to Hines. He then went on to defeat his next 2 opponents at 3-0 each, Stephen Red Hot Barrow, who is currently in 3rd place overall, and Daniel B. Wolf Mondesir, last month's runner-up. In the final, Hines rose to glory with a 3-1 victory over Vernon Harry Austin. With Hines taking 10 points from the victory, he breaks into the top 5, being tied with Leroy Angry Bird Cave, both on 27 points. The top 4 remains the same. Goddard has 48 points, 4 ahead of Rennie the Assassin Hitlal, while Barrow is still in 3rd place on 40 points, with Davis on 29. The competition will continue next month in a 9-ball game at Casablanca Pool Hall on August the 28th. Games are scheduled to start at 7:30 p.m. Welcome back to Sports Night. Now, alien local cricketer Matthew Rees has kept faith with his Transport Board Sports Social and Cultural Club, who stuck with him in what he described as a horrific time in his life. And in tonight's Extra Time, Rees spoke about the struggles of his body that brought an early end to his cricketing career.
In February last year, I woke one morning and just couldn't get out of my bed, and took me a while. Then I continued working. I was at Almond Beach, the hotel, doing bartending then. And it took me a while. I would work in May. Then I started working in May. Yeah, I started working in May. And from about September, the pain just started getting worse. Until December, I said, well, this is pain I cannot handle anymore. Went to the hospital. They gave me some painkillers and then some muscle relaxant, because then we were looking at maybe some muscle spasms or something. 2 weeks after I went back to the hospital, I told the nurse, I can't take this pain anymore. This is not simply muscles. I think I need to have my back x-rayed. When they did the x-ray, they said they could see like a bone is broken in my back. They did a CAT scan and they showed them that my vertebrae, T12 vertebrae, was fractured. Yeah. Then my family decided the hospital is taking too long. I think we went privately and did some more x-rays, and it showed then there were 5 of my vertebrae actually that were fractured. And from then it was test My last test was to do for my bone marrow, because then now they're looking to see if it is something cancer oriented, what's called a myeloma, multiple myeloma. If it is that, there's a chemo and whatever else I might have to do. So, as I said, money is, my money's gone, I should say. So, as they said, the club come together then, and so we will help in any way we can, and they have been helping a great deal from then until.
Now, earlier in the sportscast, we mentioned that Barbados Hilton Resort Warriors went through to the final of the Cooperators General Insurance BABA Premier League last night when they defeated KFC Orange 3 Pinans. Meanwhile, in the other second semi-final, it was the Seychelles Cavaliers and the Barbados Samba Company Lakers who have to wait a little longer as they play a deciding Game 3. Now, here's a look at those games from last night. In contrast to the first game of this series, where the Cavs had the upper hand, LSC came with a mission, and with all players on their A game, by halftime the Lakers held an 18-point lead, 43-25. So it was to keep ahead to square the series. And they started the third strong. The big executor on display, Keith Burkett, 3 big ones. LSC with possession again, Burkett taking aim from outside the arc, 6-8, 3 more to the score. But the Cavs were not making it easy. Darren Hunt with the steal, the ball's heading up court, and Hunt sprints into position and delivers an easy one-arm layup. This game too was all theirs, and this play from coast to coast, Chiamaka Brown takes it off the board. LSC still ahead at the end of the third, 59-45. The final 15 saw the game going to overdrive. Both teams were pressing hard, Cavs more so as they were on the back foot. A clear error by John Jones saw the Cavs with the steal and a fast break. And watch the theatrics. Stephen Otley, the blind pass to Joel Hunt, who slam dunks it. The fight back is on. Hunt at it again, right out the hands of Burkett. And why not finish showboating style? Another dunk to his name. But LSC did not lose gas on their mission, and all hands were on deck. This game crucial to win, and with Brown unable to break through the defense, the decision to pass to Lafoulie equated to a big 3. And with Burkett leading all players with 27 points, LSC turned the series 1-all with the 81-62 win in this crucial second game, forcing a decisive Game 3.